We all hope for an end to Vladimir Putin's malicious insanity in Ukraine. He's made no secret of wanting to recreate the borders of the Soviet Union or the old Russian Empire, and he's willing to go to psychotic lengths to make it happen. Like I said at the top of the show, it's looking like there's a real chance that Russia might not have the firepower to pull this off. They didn't expect an actual war. But as I always tell you, hope is not part of the equation. Rather than keeping my fingers crossed, I want to offer some constructive solutions to minimize the conflict, even if some of them might be a little unorthodox. Our government has tried to drive a military wedge between China and Russia, not doing it very well, knowing full well that the Ukrainians are faring far better than Putin expected, to the point where his regime might be running low on both money and munitions. China's his best bet to re-equip. We know he's spoken to President Xi dozens of times in order to cement the relationship. Russia can supply nearly all of China's oil and gas needs at a low, low price. It's powerful. But you know what else China needs? Medicine. Particularly the best-of-breed COVID vaccines made by our Moderna and Pfizer. The Chinese government bet heavily on their own homegrown vaccines, and they've turned out to be much less effective. Plus, they don't seem to have much luck copying mRNA technology from the West. So what would happen? What would happen if we offered China a vaccines for peace program? We could give them all the Pfizer and Moderna doses that they need free of charge to cope with their multi-city lockdown in return for the promise not to send Russia money or military aid. That would truly make Putin's backstop a non-starter. And without assistance from China, he might have to rethink his war. A second idea. We haven't seen ex-German Chancellor Angela Merkel in public for a month, but we know she has tremendous sway with Putin. I don't think it's a coincidence that he waited for her to retire before launching his invasion. In retrospect, Merkel's foreign policy is what made this war possible. She got Germany hooked on Russian natural gas, not even pulling back after Putin illegally took Crimea back in 2014. Now, we've seen the heads of the Czech Republic, Poland, and Slovenia all go to Kyiv in a definitive show of support. Now it's Merkel's turn. Can you imagine if she showed up at Kyiv and endured the bombing, as Winston Churchill did nightly during the Battle of Britain? Merkel can speak fluent Russian, and she's got a good relationship with Putin. So she can make a direct appeal to end the war while helping with humanitarian efforts. Last idea. We know that the Russian invasion's bogged down. Their tanks are stalled and vulnerable to Javelin missiles. But the biggest problem is with Russian artillery. Ukraine doesn't have much to get hit back. So what would happen if we let them have through Poland, some of our unmanned drones, say like a couple thousand of them, that can be used to find and root out artillery positions? As long as the hail of artillery fire continues, Russia can encircle cities and starve them out. But if Ukraine could break the cordon, attack the artillery, and further demoralize Russian troops, it could be a game changer. Without better munitions from the West, I don't see that happening unless Russia runs out of ammunition, although that's a surprisingly real possibility. 3 ideas: vaccines for peace, a Merkel gambit, and a Ukrainian offense powered by U.S. unmanned aerial vehicles. They may be a little outside the box, but we should do everything we can to end this war without escalating the situation into a direct conflict between 2 nuclear powers. I like to say there's always a bull market somewhere, and I promise to try to find it just for you, right here on May of Money. I'm Jim Cramer. See you tomorrow. The news with Shepard Smith starts now.